Yo, yo. All right, so the bad news is we're not going to go undefeated in the preseason. The good news is it's only the preseason. We still got 82 games of regular season basketball to go. Post-game live, CP from the Knicksfantv. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. Jay Ellis, what's really good, my dude? How you feeling tonight, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing okay. I mean, I know we lost, but we was missing some firepower today.
Yeah.
And it's to be expected. But I saw some good things. I saw some things that are encouraging.
Yeah.
That we can take into the regular season. I saw some things that, probably could work on. But it's to be expected.
To be expected, man. So tonight's storyline was obviously Frank Ntilikina getting the start. The point guard battle has been a question mark since the end of last year, raging into this year. Trey Burke has gotten his shot. Mudiay got his shot in the last game against the Pelicans. Tonight was the French Prince's shot. What did you take away from Frank's game tonight?
I thought he did pretty well, man. He was pretty aggressive on the offensive end. He took some shots. I felt like preseason as a whole, his shooting percentage seems to be evening out into like more the positive, over 50%, 57%. I think he shot around 57% today. And he did pretty well overall. Only thing, John Wall torched him a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a tough task for him. It's a tough task.
Yeah.
I mean, if they wanted to test him, this was the ultimate test because, the Wizards, they're gearing up for the regular season. Obviously, they jumped into regular season mode real quick today. And obviously, Frank was going to get tested on both ends of the floor. You know what I'm saying?
He got tested for sure.
Yeah, he got tested. And I mean, look, John Wall, Bradley Beal, that's as good as it's going to come in terms of a backcourt tandem. I thought Frank, his effort on defense was great. John Wall is a beast. You know what I'm saying? John Wall is going to do John Wall things. He didn't play well in the first preseason game against the Knicks. Obviously, he's a statement guy. He wants to make statements, and he's trying to galvanize his team for the regular season.
Yeah, he hit some tough shots. When he was playing with Frank, he hit like a lot of like fadeaway type of shots with hand in his face. He hit some tough shots.
Yeah, he hit some real tough shots. They definitely earned it. But it is what it is. I think I was encouraged by what I saw from Frank. I thought he pushed the pace. You know what I mean? I thought he took what the defense gave him. He was aggressive when he needed to be. Knocked down a couple open shots when it was given to him. So, obviously, second half, he ran into a bit of foul trouble, but it's preseason. If you got 5-6 fouls, go ahead and use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, I feel like the few times Frank's had like a pretty good game, he seems to get in foul trouble, so I just need him to kind of watch that when the regular season comes along. But I like what I see, man. He made a nice little case to actually start. I'm not sure if it's enough. We'll see what happens, but you see that when Trey Burke came in, they tried to kind of take advantage of the size.
They went right at Trey. They went right at Trey in the post. They tried to barbecue chicken him, man.
And you know what, too? To Trey's credit, the first half anyway, he actually fought back. He made it tough for him. He was picking up, seems like full court. So, you see the difference between Frank and Trey when they're out there, offense to defense. But like I like what Frank did. If Frank can keep it something like this on the offensive end, maybe pick up assists a little bit, then I think he will be starting soon.
So you think? Do you think? And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's get back to protocol. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Once again, this is post game live. If you're just now watching, we're breaking down the Knicks Wizards preseason game. Knicks now 3-1 on the preseason. Shout out to everybody in the chat holding it down on both chats. What do you guys think? David Fizdale came in yesterday and was quoted as basically saying that, in regards to the 3-point guard rotation, nobody's really separated themselves from the pack. He basically stated that, certain guys are doing good things and guys are going to have an opportunity to start. We've seen each one of them get an opportunity to start. He even alluded to, like some of our callers have been saying, combinations. You may see combinations. You may see a Frank and Trey tandem. You may see a Mudiay Trey or Frank and Mudiay, just depending on the situation. So Given Frank's performance tonight, JLs, what do you think? Do you think that it's given Fizdale any more clarity on the position, or you think things are still foggy?
I mean, I think these things are still a little bit foggy, but I do believe that even Fizz had to admit that Mudiay kind of slid back because as much as he said no one's separating himself from the pack, you can look at how he allocated the minutes today. You have Frank starting, Frank's minutes has never wavered this whole preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Burke's minutes have never wavered this whole preseason. All of a sudden, Mudiay is getting those fourth quarter minutes.
Once ISO Zoe put him on notice.
Yeah.
It was like, okay.
Not even just ISO so Dotson actually got in the game.
Dotson was doing this thing too, yeah.
I was happy to see. I felt like Dotson should have been getting Mudiay's minutes, and it seemed like that happened today. I wish he did a little bit more with it.
Yeah.
But it should to me that's a sign that says, you know what, maybe we should look at not having Mudiay be like the mainstay in the rotation. Maybe we should think about having more of a Trier or Dotson take some of those minutes.
Well, what I do see is I think we need to get Frank definitely those consistent minutes. Like you said, in the preseason, he's been getting it. The only way we're going to really know what we have in this kid is to give him significant minutes. In terms of the clarity on the point guard position, this is my take right here. My take is this. I think that when Fizdale says you keep what you kill, Trey Burke has earned it. Slightly. It may not be as evident in this preseason, but I think confidence-wise, I think he has earned that. But I will say that we have the most invested in Frank Ntilikina's success. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We picked him with was it 7th or 9th pick? He was 7 and 9. We have the most invested in him. We have the most to lose. We need to see what he is going to be going forward so that we can know what the future holds at the point guard spot. So in that light, I think we should I think Frank should start. I think Frank should start. Even though Trey has earned it, I think Frank should start just because we have so much invested in him and invested in his future.
That argument, I've heard that argument before, and I can't really disagree there. Really, if you really want to start Frank from the jump because of that, we have the most invested in him. That's a valid argument. If you're doing the keep what you kill thing, then it's kind of a flip it right now to me. You know what I mean? Because like you said, I feel like Trey did kind of earn it last year, and even though Trey hasn't had the best preseason, he's still been like pretty steady in like getting everybody involved, getting people in the spots. In that regard, Mudiay to me, he seems like he might be the best ball mover out of the three. Like to me, he seems like he pushes the pace better than everybody. But everything else, every other part of his game is such a negative that it just kind of outweighs all the positive he's been doing on the assist end. And yeah, so I'm agreeing with you. I think Frank can still kind of take it.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. And we're going to go to the phones in a minute. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit us up. Let us know what you think. What do you think about this point guard situation as it stands right now? 4 preseason games deep. Who's your pick? Have you gotten any clarity out of what you've seen in these 4 games? Call us up, 657-383-1509. We're going to take the first call of the night, and this is coming from area code, let's keep it local, 917. Yo.
Yo, what up, fellas? How's it going, man?
What up, man? Who's this?
Up, man?
What up? It's JJ from Brooklyn again. How's it going, man?
JJ, what's up, brother? What's your comments tonight?
What's up, man? Tonight I just want to say, Frank, it was good and bad. It was frustrating in a way because finally he was good offensively, but the defense wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you can't just put both of them together the same game.
Like I was telling Jay Ellis, man, like you going up against one of the best.
I mean, those guys are ballers, Wall and Beal. It doesn't get tougher than that.
It doesn't get any tougher than that. So, and I still think his effort was there. You got to give credit to those guys, too, on the other side. They just made better shots. They were hungry today.
Yeah, it doesn't get bad. That's the best backcourt in the league, but a couple of tic-tac calls, a couple of tough, tough calls, foul calls on the three. That was...
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, the one on the 3 on Beal, that was rough. I didn't really.
Yeah, that one was rough.
You know,
it was a ticky tack, but
yeah.
you know, so like I said, it's learning process for everybody,
a couple
man.
times he got beat back door. Exactly, yeah. He got beat back door a couple of plays. Wall jumped. I mean, you know, but it happens with those two guys. But at least he was good offensively. He drove it. He could, you know, a couple of times he hit a 3. So, you know, the potential is just there, you know. It's just, you know, got to keep working at it.
Indeed.
Who would you start there after 1 and the 2, you know, to start the season? What do you think?
JL's, go ahead, man. Who's your 1-2?
Oh, man. Shoot. I'm thinking Trey. I'm flip-flopping, man. I'm thinking Trey Frank or Trey Tim. I keep flip-flopping, man. I like, you know what, too? And Tim, I like the way Tim actually played today, man.
Timmy was efficient tonight. Timmy was efficient, man. And we had that caller last week, the last game, Fred from Jersey, was like, yo, we got to stop hating on Timmy, man. So that was an interesting debate we had on the last show. But Tim was good tonight.
I don't know if you watched the last show. Everything I said for Tim to do, he did. Like, stop the jump shooting, get going to the hole first, because I feel like he's an elite finisher. Like, and then once you get that part of your game going, then step out and shoot jump shots. That's where his game is.
That's how he should start. You start driving, you know, then it opens up the jump shot, you know. So,
facts.
You know.
Yo, JJ, I'm going to move to the next call, man. I just got to keep the calls moving,
thanks, man. Have a good night.
Appreciate it, man.
Yo, love, bro.
All right, man.
All right,
shout out to my chat too. I know we didn't get to the chat. Are y'all hungry for the shout out? My bad. Young Simba, what's good?
Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to Rich Jim. He was in here early. Ricky D, CP the artist, aka CP Junior. That's my son in the chat. My little guy.
Humphreys, what's up? Johnny Tappy.
Shout out Johnny Tappy, always in here. Rudy Garcia. Ben had skills in here. Yo, if this is your first time in the chat, give us a hashtag new. Give us a hashtag new if this is your first time in the chat, so we can shout y'all out. All right, JL, let's go to the next call. Let's go back to 917, man. Yo.
Yo, what up, CP? What up, J. Ellis?
What's good?
Rich Jim.
Rich, what up, man?
What's the deal?
Chilling. What's your comments for tonight, man? And by the way, yo, for all the callers, man, we want to keep the calls to like 2 minutes so we could keep running through. So we don't want to cut y'all off or anything, but just get right to the point, and then we'll have a chance to respond.
All right, no problem. I thought today Timmy did good. Timmy played a good game. As far as the point guard situation, I think what Fizz said that we might see different lineups every day. I think it's gonna depend on the team we playing at that day. If it's a small guard, I could see them starting Trey. If it's a guard maybe 6'3" or bigger, I could see them starting Ntilikina. I think it's going to depend on the team that we're going to play. Since it's going to be a young team, regardless on the floors, I think it's going to depend on what team we're going to play.
What's your take on that, Jay? I don't think he's going to vary the lineups that much based on matchup. You think he would do that based on matchup?
Yo, I don't think he's gonna do it based on matchup. I don't think so. I think he's just gonna be always playing well. Whoever's playing well in practice or doing well in preseason, I feel like he's just gonna roll with that. To be honest with you. And then if the game, then before the game, he might think. But I feel like the starting line might be the same.
Okay. Yo, Rich, appreciate you, bro. We're gonna move to the next one.
All right,
Salute, man.
Hello, bro.
That's Rich, man. Rich always calling in here. Shout out to Rich.
Yep.
Let's go to 646. Yo.
What's good? Max from the Bronx.
Max, what's good, Max?
What up, BX?
What's going on? All right, so I got what I wanted, which was Frank starting.
Yep. Give us your take, man. Give us the evaluation.
Okay, I'll tell you. He looked good. He looked like he should start.
Okay.
Because first of all, Beal and Wall was making like tough shots.
Yeah, they was making tough shots.
And then making shots at that, forget it.
You could tell, man. They took it up to that playoff level. We can't match that. They took it up to their level. We can't match it.
And like Fizdale said in the press conference, you guys beat them at home. So they came back over here. They were dead serious. They're like, nah, we're not losing to this team again. And so they took it personal.
Yeah, they took it personal tonight.
The young guys got to learn. Yeah, they took it definitely personal because, like they said, Frank got a reputation for defense. So Wall's like, okay, I'm gonna see. Let's see what he's about. I don't think he looked that bad on defense. I think he got blown by a Beal one time, but they would just hit his shots in his face.
Yeah.
If you got hands in someone's face and they hit his shots, you shake their hand and move on.
He made him earn it. He made him earn it, 100%.
So, that's a fact.
He made him earn it. It's not like, like Mudiay who leaves people wide open. But I think that they might cut Mudiay after tonight because he didn't respect him enough to put him in the third quarter. He just left him for the fourth quarter for garbage time minutes with Ron Baker, and that's kind of for someone. They might cut him, man. I think they're gonna cut him because I think they just realized you can't dole all these minutes to these guards. You got to pick them. So I think he's gonna get cut.
JL's, what you think?
I personally don't think he's gonna get cut. He still makes a lot of money. He still makes $4 million or something, $4 or $5 million. So I feel like what they're going to try to do is, I think people started talking about it, is they're going to try to keep Trier on as long as possible for that 45-day. Try to still keep him up here in the NBA and still try to work the phones with a Courtney Lee trade or something like that, while also letting go of Joakim Noah.
That makes sense.
Oh, I want to say one thing. That third quarter lineup of Burke, Hardaway, Trier, and I think Hezonja, that can never play again. Nobody can that can never happen again.
That was a strictly preseason lineup.
Yeah.
That was a strictly preseason lineup, bro.
That can never ever happen again. No.
Hezonja, what's good with Hezonja? No way. Can we talk about Hezonja, man? What's up with Hezonja?
Yo, Hezonja, like he plays like he's a lot better. Like every time he gets the ball, I'm like, oh, Hezonja about to make a move. Hezonja about to hit a three, and then he'll do like some like Alexei Sved, like some craziness, bro.
Yeah.
He's like a 6'8" Mudiay, man.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
That's another level.
Oh God, man. Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's a hard thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him some more time. I'm gonna give him some more time, man.
I'm gonna give him some more. He was another one
but he
during the open practice, and I haven't really seen that since. Go ahead.
Yo, but he's like a very cocky player. And that's the problem with him, because he'd be like, you think he's Jordan out there.
Somebody told me that him and Timmy got into it at the open practice. They said he gave Timmy an elbow, and Timmy took umbrage with it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Somebody that was sitting right there in the baseline, right there courtside, seen it, and said him and Timmy got into it a little bit, got a little chippy.
Oh, man, I missed that part. We gotta get better seats.
Yeah, we gotta get better seats next time. Yo, Max, appreciate you, man. I'm gonna go to the next call.
All right, how we doing?
All right, man. Max from the Bronx. Max is always a good call, man. We gotta make sure Max is on the lineup. Shout out to Max.
Joseph Quinones, what's good?
Yeah, Joseph Quinones, man. You gotta stop butchering his name. Who else is in here, man? Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. That's the best way you could support us. Subscribe and hit that thumbs up. Make sure that our videos get promoted to more Knicks fans, and that definitely helps us. Shell's Heavy in the building says he's unsure of himself. Seems like he's talking about Hezonja. Alex Collins, all the way from Ireland, the Emerald Isle. Shout out to Alex Collins. He says Hezonja makes rookie mistakes. Anthony Parker saying Mudiay only 22. Where's his excuses? CP the artist says Hezonja equals Keith Van Horn. Oh my God! Damn. Please, man, please.
Damn, yo.
Excess Finesse says Hezonja got that stupid offensive interference.
Yeah, that was like.
Yeah, something about him. Like every time I see him get the ball, I'm like, yo,
I get nervous.
I get wide-eyed, like, yo, he's about to do something like nice, and then it just.
I get nervous.
He can't put it all together, man. Let's go to 929. Was waiting for a minute. Yo.
Yo, it's me.
Yep, you on the line, bro. What's going on?
I gotta ask y'all a quick question, man, because I'll be watching y'all show on a regular.
Yep.
Now, here's my thing. Frank had five points and 2 assists.
Wait, hold on. Yo, what's your name and who's this, man? You gotta, that's a protocol for the chat, man.
This loud smoke dollars. This is my first time in the chat.
Loud smoke dollars. That's all you smoke. I hope you smoke loud, man. Not that K2 stuff, man. That stuff is ruining the kids, bro.
I'm not trying to pass out.
Yeah, man. Don't try that Flocka, bro. That's dangerous, man.
Nah, I'm good. Quick question, right?
Yeah, all right.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
All right. besides LeBron's Miami, right, in the last 10 years, when hasn't a team had a elite point guard that haven't won a chip?
I mean,
Elite.
An elite point guard that has not won a chip.
Elite.
Would you consider?
Elite.
Would you consider Chauncey? Would you consider Chauncey an elite point guard?
We're not talking about Chauncey won an MVP in that finals.
Yeah, he was nice.
He was still an all-star.
Yeah.
The Lakers won.
The Lakers. We talking about 10 years.
Yeah.
With Kobe, right?
Yep. Kobe.
All right. We talking about 10 years. Now, Steph Curry just transitioned the whole league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Frank Ntilikina is coming in the game scoring 5 points and 2 assists.
Yes.
Now, I understand the whole development thing and whatnot. That's cool and all. But it's a bunch of 19-year-old, 20-year-olds coming in this league killing.
Yeah.
Killing. How many excuses are we going to make for Frank, man?
I'm sorry, he had 10 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 57%.
All right, that's decent. That's decent. He scored 9 the other game and 2 blocks. That's decent. But I don't see no consistency from him. I'm going to be honest. And Mudiay is shaky. Mudiay is very shaky.
Mudiay is shaky, yep.
Trey, Burke. I think we need a point guard, man. Period. I think we need a point guard. I don't think.
Go ahead.
Y'all don't think Frank would be good at the 2?
I do. I do. Caller Max from the Bronx who just called. He said he suggested Frank and Trey start Frank at the 2.
Yeah, that I would start Frank at the 2. I don't know about the 1. I think we getting overhyped with this. Yo, he needs to be a point guard. Yo, Frank is 6'6", man. He might grow 2 more inches. He could be a 2. Yeah. He could be a defensive 2. I don't know about the point guard, man.
Go ahead, JLs.
As far as right now, I feel like he could be a pretty good combo guard. He can go from 1 to the 2. He's shown flashes of both, and even I know he hasn't scored no 20 points, 10 assists this year. But to me, what I've seen this year is an uptick in his efficiency and his aggressiveness in certain spots. I still feel like he has to be aggressive.
Yeah, he's more aggressive. I agree.
Definitely more aggressive.
I agree, but I think at best, he might be a big Patrick Beverly. Don't at me at this.
I mean, look,
I think at best,
I feel like his jump shot is better than Patrick. I feel like his jump shot is better than Patrick Beverly. I feel like his vision, what I've seen from last year, is better than Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think Frank is scary, man. Frank just seems a little timid to be a point guard.
He is. Yeah, you are absolutely right on that. He is. I think. Listen, I think you
Kyrie.
Yeah. I think you made great points, bro. I think it's a slow burn with these point guards, man, because we just don't know, right? Frank got drafted in the class with Dennis Smith Jr. and Donovan Mitchell. That's no fault of his own. Donovan Mitchell came out
numbers
beasting.
Don't lie, y'all. Numbers don't lie, man. Numbers don't lie. I've been a Knicks fan for 30 years. I'm 32. I don't remember not being a Knicks fan.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I feel like we just need to be real.
Yeah.
And maybe he just we need to accept for what he is and who he is.
I just feel
Thank
like
y'all for my call, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling, bro. Go ahead, JLs.
No, I just feel like people need to be just be real and be patient, right? Yeah, you kind of have to take the good and the bad with people who are rookies or just coming in the league and learning the game. People who pop in first year, there's people who pop in 3 years.
Yeah, it takes time, man.
In 6 years, right? You've seen it happen in different situations.
Yeah.
Like what you really have to look for when you're looking at players, in my opinion, is growth from year to year. That's what I look for. So first year with KP, he was okay. He saw the potential. Second year, he stepped it up another level. And third year, he stepped it up another level.
True.
From last year to this year, it's still a small sample size, but I can see the improvements that Frank has made in year 2. Now, I thought he would be really good in year 3. I still think he's going to be really good in year 3 towards the end of this year, and into the next year. I feel like you're really going to see what he's going to be. That's my opinion, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm on the side of time will tell. He needs more time. He needs more playing time. It's his second year. You gotta kind of have blinders on when you looking at him because it's so easy to see like, damn, Donovan Mitchell's beasting. Damn, Dennis Smith Jr. just jumped from the foul line. Like, oh, this guy coming in, he's wilding out. You gotta be careful, man. Everybody's not gonna have that same trajectory coming out the gate. And I think we're getting so spoiled because some of these rookies, and it's going to come a point, and we're going to get to this guy next, because it's going to come a point with the Knox people is going to move more to the middle and be like, what's going on with this kid? Like, it's going to take some time, man.
It's going to take some time,
It's going to take some time. I don't know what Frankie's going to be, right? I don't know if he's going to be just a 3-and-D guy. I don't know if he's going to turn into the next Penny Hardaway. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You hope that it's the latter rather than the former. But even if he does max out as a 3-and-D guy, listen, defense wins championships. We can use defense. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. If you max out on the 3-and-D guy, we still have a Knox, we still have a KP to kind of do the dirty work when it comes to pulling the offense.
Facts.
So I mean, and whoever else comes to this team in the future. So
listen, man,
we really needed somebody, a point guard who could light people up.
Yeah.
On offense for so long, I feel like I've seen
our perimeter defense has been terrible, man.
Calderon.
Yeah.
All these guys who everybody just blew right by them and scored. Like we
gotta be thankful for perimeter defense, man. It's been a long time, man. It's a long time since we had a competent perimeter defender. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to some other takeaways from the game. I thought Kanter's absence was glaring tonight.
Yes.
You know, preseason and all, it was just and this is gonna be a preview of what's gonna come during the season, even though it's just preseason. Without KP and without an interior presence of Kanter, you're gonna be relying on Money Mitch for your rim protection, for your rebounding. Yeah. That's gonna be a lot to ask of him. You know, as a raw rookie, it's gonna be a lot to ask. And it's gonna be a lot of nights. You know, teams are just gonna be waltzing into the paint and just scoring at will. So I thought that was pretty evident tonight. Our interior presence was just it was lacking. I wanted to see when they started Noah Vonleh. I wanted to see if he could, you know, give us sort of that edge on the defensive end, but he didn't really come on until, you know, third quarter. He had like one block. I think that area is going to be one of our weaknesses for the whole year. Struggle.
I'm with you on that one. I feel like Vonleh did okay on the interior defensive end, but I feel like the point guards, the guards were just collapsing the defense so much. Everybody was kind of on their heels the whole night. So I don't really blame Vonleh really. But that one thing that Kanter does do for us is those offensive rebounds. That Nets game, when we were getting smacked in the mouth in the first quarter, Kanter was the only one keeping us in like striking zone.
Mm-hmm.
Just from taking all those bricks and putting them back. Now tonight we didn't have Kanter cleaning up all the bricks everybody else was shooting, and you saw what happened tonight.
Facts.
So I miss Kanter. Also, the points in the paint tonight was
points in the paint. Yeah, they had points in the paint was 50 to 44. 50 to 44. It looked a lot worse than it was.
Yeah.
But maybe in the first half it was much worse. The points in the
first half, I think we had like 2. I think it was something like 20-something.
It was rough, man. And, you know, you speak on Kanter's offensive rebound and proficiency. A lot of times that's what kept us in games last year. You know what I'm saying? We were a terrible three-point shooting team. 3-point percentage was terrible. Kanter's ability to get us second chance points was part of the reason that we were even in close games last year. You know what I'm saying? So his presence was definitely missed tonight. ISO Zoe had a good game tonight. ISO Zoe had a good, efficient game for his ISO self. He finished with, let's go to ISO Zoe on the stats. Trier finished with, give me a second. 18 points, 4 assists, plus 10 on the night, 7-11 from the field. Nice,
I think it might have been the only positive of the night.
Probably, yeah. It looked Baker had another plus. Who's the coach's favorite? Baker. Isaiah Hicks, who's becoming your fan favorite, had a plus 9.
Yeah, Hicks is working his way into respectability, man.
Yeah, but Trier had a good game. So definitely shout out to him. Let's go to the calls. Who's on the line? Let's go to 503 was waiting for a minute. 503 on the line.
Hey, what's good, fellas? CP, J. Ellis, what's good?
What's good, man? Who's this?
This is SB Gorilla, man. I just want to apologize first for last week. I was too hard on Timmy, man, about the Red Sox. I was too hard on him.
SB the Gorilla said they need to trade Timmy for a bag of wet Nike socks.
Oh, Oh man, the wet stuff.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. We Knicks fan, man. We just move on.
But anyway, Frank Ntilikina, he played all right tonight. I mean, he's a bit timid. I think Knox is pressing. I think he's gonna be all right, but he's pressing. I mean, he got that label of number 8 pick, so I think he's pressing a little bit. What do you guys think about Trey starting at point guard the final preseason game? I mean, he's a willing passer. He plays defense, and he can score. What do you guys think?
I think Trier's going to have to wait in line, man. I think until they figure out if they can even put him up on the roster, I think it wouldn't really make sense to even showcase him like that because, we already have the 3-point guards there. We don't know what we're going to have, when we're going to have Trier, whether we're going to keep him on the two-way. So I think we just stay patient with him. Like Fizdale said 2 games ago when they asked about potentially clearing a spot for him, he just said, we have him regardless. If he's on full-time or if he's on the two-way, he's on the team.
Actually was thinking...
Think about... Go
ahead, man.
No, I was thinking something like maybe not having him as a starter. I was actually playing in my mind having like a Frank at the 1, Trey at the 2, Knox at the 3 type of thing, just to have that aggressive attack guard in the starting lineup who can kind of. I was playing with that in my mind since Frank plays the defense, Trey actually plays a little bit of defense as well, and that might be an okay lineup. But I still feel it's like too jumping the gun for everybody to do that, for the coach to do that. But I thought about that in my head. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel you, but at the same time, like we know Nova's going to be gone. I'm not sure what's going to happen to Courtney Lee. I mean, we got to be trading them. Mudiay, we got to move from him. So that's opening spots. He's playing better than all those guys. I mean, why wait? If we could let Knox start, and he's been shaky because he's pressing, why not keep Trey up there? He's playing better. He's outplaying everybody.
Yeah,
let's be real.
I feel you, man. It's just a matter of can we move pieces without losing money or cutting people without losing money. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of how fast can we shuffle pieces right now.
Yeah, and we got to give Cornette some credit tonight. He played some good defense down there. And let's be real, you can't teach 7-1. They're doing 7-1.
Nah. Yeah.
I mean, and thanks for the call, bro. I'm gonna move to the next one, but I didn't really like what I saw from Cornette tonight. I mean,
here's the thing with Cornette, he has good defensive instincts. He's just not, unfortunately, he's not athletic enough or mobile enough, because what was happening today was they kept catching him on a switch, and he just ended up being on an island there with guarding John Wall and Beal, and then when he's guarding outside of that 2-foot area from the rim, he's really not really useful. When he's under the rim and that's it, and he's blocking penetrators, that's when I feel like he's pretty useful.
Love Hate says, has Cornette hit a jump shot this whole preseason? Get rid of him. Kept it a buck. Christian Smith said, I think Cornette is like 1 for 30. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. And he talked about Knox. He hasn't been right this preseason. He looks a little bit. Looks like he's second guessing himself out there. He's making a lot of mistakes, rookie mistakes. It is what it is. Fizdale said tonight. I pulled up the tweet from Macri. Fizdale said, we looked at our age tonight. They look like a young team tonight, and that's how they played. You know what I'm saying? So Knox will be all right. Knox will be all right. He's gonna take his battles, man. 18 years old. So
yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it, because even the shots he took, I felt like were pretty decent shots. And every time he misses, it seems like it's online to me. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I think he had good looks. I think he had good looks, man.
They seem like they're online to me. They kind of remind me of when KP's first year.
Yeah.
Like when KP was shooting these threes and he shot a low 3-point percentage, but the form looked good. It was online, but he was just missing. I was like, all right, I feel like I can see what's happening. The same thing with Frank his first year.
Yeah, he's just trying too hard. Like people in the chat saying he's just trying too hard. I think that's the bottom line with Knox. You know what I mean? It'll come to him. I think it'll definitely come to him. Everything is new right now. Everything is new for him. So he'll get there. He'll definitely get there. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to the phones. Who we going to now? Shout out to everybody in the chat tonight. Yo, Venomous, my boy V in the building. He says Big Country Reeves had better defense in Canada. Come on, V, man.
Oh, man.
We got Ken Sniffy Jr. in the building.
Yo, Ken Sniffy
Ken
Jr.
Sniffy Jr. That's a dope name right there, bro. That's a dope name.
That's pretty fly. Yo, what's up to the Periscope chat, yo?
Shout out to everybody on Periscope.
Yeah, Venomous was good. Friend needs to borrow the premium organic Vaseline. What?
Oh man.
Hell?
Man,
yeah,
you're
not crazy.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there, man.
That's crazy.
I'm not even gonna go
Pause.
there, man.
Okay, that was
Pause.
well. All right.
All right, let's go to 973. What's going on? Hello?
What up, fellas? Jamal, Jersey.
Jamal from Jersey. What up, man?
What up?
What's going on? How y'all been?
Good, man. What's your thoughts on tonight's game?
Basically, the previous callers changed my whole thought. The guy earlier that was talking about Frank Ntilikina, I feel like as a fan base, our problem is we don't want to develop the guys and wait and see what they become. We want to get mad when they get on another team and flourish. The kid is young. You have to develop them.
Yeah.
He's showing signs. He has elite defense. He needs the time, the development, and the minutes, more importantly. Get rid of Mudiay. I watched the last video where you said all our point guards do something different, which is true. But the flip side of that is Trey Burke can score on the NBA level. Frank can defend on an elite level. Mudiay does nothing better than average on the NBA level. He has to go.
I can't
knock that one. I can't knock that one, man. Facts. Well, what's your next point?
And as far as like the way Fizdale coming in and preaching, keep what you kill and earn this and all, you have to give the guys what they earn, or immediately it set a bad precedence with the team and the organization. Like the guys that's not earning it, they got to get out of there or sit.
Yeah.
Like, you can't come in preaching this, and then say, "Oh well, Trier, we still got him on this and that." If he deserved to be up, you have to put him up. Our organization, the turnaround is in effect. We just have to complete it. Get rid of Mudiay. Get rid of the guys that's not earning it. It's just that simple.
All right, appreciate the call, Jamal.
And my one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry. One last thing. If what's going on with Kevin Knox? There's really nothing going on with him. It's just called being a rookie in the NBA.
It's just rookie. It's just rookie pains, man. It's just growing pains. He'll be all right.
Yeah, no one's really
He'll be all right, man. All right, Jamal, yo, be easy, bro.
On the next.
Appreciate it, man.
Later.
Yeah, I mean, Jamal's saying, Fizdale need to practice what he preached. I mean, I think a lot of the times when Fizdale says half of the stuff that he says, a lot of it is to galvanize the team, is to motivate the players. You know what I'm saying? It's to motivate them. When he talks about, the starters aren't locked in. I mean, half your starting lineup is already locked in. You know what I'm saying? You knew Cannon was going to start. You know Timmy's going to start. Mm-hmm. You're probably even sure Lance is going to start, and he named Lance a starter. But it's just to motivate the guys, get them hungry, and see if they play better. At the same time, you got to understand there's a political aspect in this. You know what I'm saying? And certain guys are just going to get the playing time, for one reason or another. The guy said, well, we should be starting Trey at the point guard. I mean, technically, yes. If by Fizdale's mantra, he should be, but that's just not how it's going to go. You know what I mean? It's a chain of command before guys get, inserted into that spotlight. What you think about that, JL?
Yeah, man, I agree with you. It's just very hard to, it sounds cool to keep what you kill, but it's hard to really kind of execute that when there's egos with the veterans, politics, da-da-da-da. I mean, as much ego as a veteran, as much as one person can be egoless, there can still be a little funny style if this dude who's on a two-way contract comes in and takes a starting job.
Right.
It's still
that's
like
it. That's it. I think if the team was in a position where it's like, damn, this is a title contender, things is going wrong at the, you know what I mean? And this kid is gonna come give him a spark and maintain that edge. But this is a building team. This is a development team. So I think they're gonna take the time and develop the players that's in front of them right now.
What you really do is how you do to keep what you kill on the slide, which is what most coaches do sometimes, is they'll have that veteran start, but that keep what you kill dude is gonna get more minutes.
Right.
Off the bench.
Right. And that's what Fizdale said as well. He said, on average, these guys may average, around 28 to 30 minutes. And he said, it's not about who starts, it's about who logs minutes and who's the most efficient with their time.
Facts.
Let's go back to the phones. 804. Yo, yo.
Yo.
What up, man?
What's happening, fellas?
What's going on, bro?
Yo, real quick. First of all, I think Frank is the starter for this team.
Okay.
It's just cut right to the chase, man. Like, the other point guards is good, but his elite defense makes him a starter in this league, period. And the way he was attacking tonight, if he kept that up and he scored 10 to 15 points a game, I mean, that's good production from a point guard. And also, I can imagine a team with Chris Stapps back with that lineup. And I don't see Trey Mudiay is definitely gone, so we're not even going to talk about him. You know, I can't see Trey starting, and Trier is a shooting guard, so I just think Frank is that, you know.
Okay.
They definitely need Ntilikina back.
Yeah, they need him back.
Oh, my bad.
They need him back, man. They definitely need him back. And thanks for the call, man. We're going to move to the next one.
Oh, go ahead.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, I mean, listen, he has a point. You know what I'm saying? He definitely has a point there. What'd you think about that, JLs? We definitely miss Cannon out there for sure.
Like I said, I really like what Frank did today. I feel like I would still have Trey start at first, but I feel like Frank is right there. Like if I see another two or three performances like that, I'm gonna switch him out.
I don't see why not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, even though I like Trey, we all know he's a friend of the program. He's a friend of both shows, Trey Burke. And we like Trey, but like Fizdale said, and like what's evident, even though he seems like he has a slight edge over the rest, it's nothing too glaring where you have to say, well, you can't start Frank or you can't give Frank a lot of minutes. I think, both of them can log the same amount of minutes in a given night. You know what I'm saying? And you just kind of platoon it based on how the scenario plays out in the game. If you need a stop, maybe you stick with Frank down the stretch. If you need to go on a run, maybe you throw Burke out there with Timmy sacrificing on the defensive end. Depends.
You know what it is too? I want to see Frank more as the lead guard too. So like even my hesitation isn't even really Frank's fault. It's just kind of the way he's been used in his preseason so far. You know what I mean? Like the way I've seen Frank so far this preseason, he's been playing the 2 and the 3. And when he's playing the 2 and the 3, he kind of the first. Like he the first to whoever's the other guard is on the floor. So today I felt like he was more aggressive because it was pronounced, you are the guard. So I felt like his mentality was, I am the guard. And he was being more aggressive in some of those point guard spots that I talked about earlier that he wasn't aggressive with before. So that's why I'm not going to completely give it to him right now. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I think he looks really good, man. 2 or 3 more of those, I think I would move him to the starting spot if he gave me something like that. What he gave me today.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Let's go to area code 347. Yo.
Yo.
What's up, man?
Yo. Yeah. This is Cash from Queens.
What's good, bro?
Yeah. I want to agree with the last 2 quarters about Frank Ntilikina.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that the only thing that I think what hurt Frank was it started with last year when he didn't start right off the back, and then he had to learn into the game. And he was coming fresh from France. And then after that, he started to get played a little while. Then Trey Burke came and he got a little play. And then Frank Mudiay, when they made the trade for Frank Mudiay, that kind of affected his confidence. So I think that his hesitation of how his play from last year, that's what kind of messed up. But going into this year with Fizdale giving him all the giving everybody the green light, I believe that Frank he's gonna need to start point guard, and he deserves it because he's the best playmaker out of all the guards on offense and defense. He's the best playmaker out of all 3 of the guards. He's a playmaker on offense and on defense.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the call, my dude.
All
right. Yeah, we won't run through the calls because we got a lot of calls in the queue, so I just want to make sure everybody get heard tonight. Area code 440, yo.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's good, bro? Who's this?
Hey, this is Zane. The other night, I owe an apology. I was saying we shouldn't have gotten Frank for Donovan Mitchell, and I know I'm swapped him, but bro, Frank balled out tonight. I only saw the first half of the game. But what I was watching, Frank was balling. He was penetrating. Trey was hustling, even though the final product wasn't that there. I personally feel Kevin isn't, like, it's not his fault. I feel like there aren't a lot of plays. Like, I noticed, like, he's not getting the ball a lot, and when he does get it, he's feeling the pressure of being, like, rookie of the year already after, summer league.
I think he kind of put too much pressure on himself as well, man, in the interviews. Like, he handled the interviews well, but it kind of put a lot of pressure on himself, you know what I'm saying? So they'll be all right. He'll be all right. It's just growing pains for Knox right now.
Yeah, man.
Just growing pains for sure.
I definitely feel Timmy was really well. He was playing exceptional tonight, especially because John and Bradley, they were just hitting every fucking shot, and I felt like Timmy was doing really well. We were getting murdered in the paint, but I just feel like because Ennis wasn't there, so I'm not worried. I feel like there should be more plays for Kevin, but I really like what I saw tonight. There was a lot of fight.
Yeah, me too, man.
Indeed.
Once Kevin figures it out, I think it's gonna be all right. When Enos is back, I think that game is a lot closer if Enos is back as well.
Facts. Yo, Zane, appreciate you, bro. Definitely call back.
All right. See you.
All right, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to the chat. Alex Collins says no Carlito tonight. I don't know what happened to Carlito tonight, man. I'm not sure. Carlito, he might be gathering his thoughts, man. He got to come back stronger.
Tim already played well today, so he ain't calling.
Yeah, right. So since Timmy played well tonight, he ain't have nothing to say, man. He didn't have nothing to say. Johnny Luciano Music, he says, I'll take 10 to 15 from Frank, but a bum needs to go. No pressure. If he's scared, get out of the NBA.
Lord.
I mean, it's going to take time, man. SB Gorilla says...
more than a year in 3-piece games.
Yeah, it's preseason, man. It's preseason. Nick Drizzy in the building. Ken Sniffy in the chat. League of Thieves was here early. Loud Smoke Dollars, thanks for calling Above the Rim. Yo, make sure you guys are subscribed too, man. I see a lot of people in the chat. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button down below and the notification bell. Let us know that you're in here, man.
Yeah, King Boney 721. He on the Periscope. I know he's been here last time. What up, bro? I want to shout you out.
Shout out to everybody watching on Periscope, Facebook, Twitch, everything, man. If you guys haven't voted in tonight's fan poll, the fan poll is up on your top right. Look for the lowercase I on the top right. Hit that fan poll. Let us know your thoughts on tonight's poll. Let's go to where we want to go here, Jay Ellis. Let's go to
you want to go
area code. Let's go to 908. Yo.
Yo, what's good, fellas?
What's good, man?
What's good?
What's good, y'all? I just want to first say shout out, man. Thank you, man. Like, yo, that shit meant the world, bro. Like, coming from a stressful day, I really want to say I appreciate that. But what I seen from tonight...
Wait, appreciate what? My fault.
Is that... Oh, yo, this is Fred. This is Fred from Jersey.
Oh, Fred. Yeah, your voice sound familiar. Yeah, what's good, Fred? Yeah, it was a good topic of conversation. Good. So I thought, and for those of you wondering what Fred was mentioning,
what up,
Fred was a caller that was, was in defense of Tim Hardaway Jr. in the last show, and I kind of cut that up and turned that into a debate topic. And a lot of people, Tim Hardaway's a polarizing player on this team. I think next to Frank, the opinions of Knicks fans vary so greatly.
I've called into Michael K. I've called into a lot of shows, man, and they've used my snippets before, but I really fuck with the I really like the show.
Appreciate
the show is I like the crowd, I like the chat room. Like right now, y'all really got a good array of people coming in. Like the last couple callers, like we really got our minds focused.
Yeah.
Because developmental is important. Like that's the thing with Frank. Like to ease everybody's mind. We should just be just let Frank play, because what people aren't talking about is how bad of a coach Jeff Hornacek was.
Yeah,
that's
right. It was a straight up anarchy, mutiny against the coach. Like when Tim Hardaway drawing up plays in the huddle, then him getting into it with Trey Burke and O'Quinn.
They didn't respect him.
It's like
they didn't respect
who can
Jeff.
Really. But why would you? He could have also he has no you saw how he went out in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And when he came here, we had D Rose. We had a decent lineup, and he let Kurt Rambis run the defense. It was so many things I can get in Jeff Hornacek.
Yeah.
It's just
That's a pass,
the story's
man.
out
Forget
there.
'em.
Y'all know y'all can Google that stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, Frank could do it all. Like, Frank, I say give Frank an opportunity because that's all he needs. Frank, like Jeff Hornacek, was killing Frank. Frank was he was nominated to go to the rookie game because he deserved it. He stood out, especially with his defense and everything. And that alone, I will put him in the starting lineup because it's hard to guard these guards. If you can do anything and stop these, like slow them down even a little bit.
Defense wins
it's worth
games,
giving
man.
an opportunity to.
Defense wins games, bro.
So, like, I just want the fans, and like Kevin Knox, like, yo, that's the only thing that, like, and I'm just want to say this and I'm gonna be out.
Yeah, go ahead.
But like, one thing we don't give Carmelo credit for is like when KP was a rookie and he lost it a couple times. Melo will go to him and like console him, be like, "Yo, get that out your head, like, you know, like you all right." We don't got nobody really to bless Knox when he's struggling. Unless you want to say
Lance
cancer
Thomas, man.
or hardware. Like
it's gonna be Lance. Lance is gonna be the
Lance
captain.
Thomas.
Bro.
Come on, man. I love Lance. I love Lance. He remind me of Kurt Thomas. Like, he just at the right place. He at the right, like, he just know how to play. Like, you could depend on him. But Kevin Knox is gonna need somebody to do that for him, man. He's gonna need somebody because it's a lot on him.
Yeah,
a lot on him.
I hear that.
But yo, y'all have a good night, yo.
Yo, salute, Fred. Thanks again for calling, bro.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yo,
Go ahead, J. Ellis.
Well, first, Young Simba said that Rambis is running the Lakers defense, so yeah, they gonna need prayer.
That boy got Lakers immunity, man. That boy has Lakers immunity, man.
Where LeBron's gonna be running.
Crazy. But yo, it's gonna be Lance, and on the Lance topic, what do you guys think in the chat? What do you guys think about Lance at the 4? That was an earlier debate this offseason. A lot of people's like, yo, you can't play Lance at the 4, you're bugging. A lot of people's like, start Vonleh, start Hezonja. My prediction from day one was that it was going to be Lance. It is Lance. JL's, what's your take on it?
He earned it, man. That's all I got.
Yeah, he earned it.
He balled out the first game. He's been an anchor on the defense for us. It's not all about scoring all the time. Sometimes you need somebody on the floor to kind of organize people on the defensive end and to cover all of those mistakes.
That's what Lance can do. That's what Lance, for better, for worse, that's what Lance can do. And they respect him, man. They respect him. So
yeah, Fizz's quote. What's the Fizz's quote? When Lance speaks, the whole gym goes silent and listens to something like that.
Yeah. That's what he said. He also said Lance is Draymond. So we gonna take everything Fizdale say. Like if Fizdale says it's a 10, it's really like a 6. You know what I'm saying? He just throw that extra Fizdale on it. Like, all right. You know what I mean? I learned from early on. Like, anything Fizdale say, it's a little extra sauce on it. Like, you know.
So Lance isn't Draymond in the face?
Nah. He like a poor man's, like a Dollar Tree Draymond. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
So, yeah, man. Yeah, but yeah, shout out to the chat. Seems like the chat is still going in on this Frank Ntilikina debate. I think Anthony Parker riling some people up. He's stirring up the masses in there.
Oh, Lord.
Shout out Above the Rim, BK. What's going on Above the Rim? Fred Wong, he definitely is not a Frank Ntilikina fan. He's been true to that all season. Let's go back to the phones. Let's go to we want to go to New York is heavy in here. Let's go to 718. Yo.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Cody, what's good, man?
718 area code.
Nothing much. President of the Hicks fan club.
President of the Isaiah Hicks.
Guys, I've been
the president of the Isaiah Hicks
fan club since the summer. I'm the only member. Oh
my God, the fan club of one.
That's a fact.
One, but he's making me look good.
He's talked me off the ledge. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not in the fan club, but I'm not trashing him either. So
the fan
it's okay. Come on, boy. Like I said, I have room for everybody. Believe me, I'm the only person. It's kind of lonely. So I know we guys, what we saw tonight, I think, is what we're probably going to see throughout the whole season. We just don't have enough, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. I think if our guys continue to play hard, we play the young guys, that's the best that we can ask for. And if we win 20, 25 games, that's awesome. But we just don't have enough to compete, especially with the playoff team, right?
Yeah, we don't got the horses, man.
Tonight,
the Wizards showed tonight that they're a top 6, 7 seed. You know what I'm saying? And we when those type of teams know how to turn up that level, And he knew John Wall was trying to make a point tonight, especially with Frank guarding him.
Yeah, absolutely.
We couldn't match that. You knew
Yeah.
that. So it was all good. You just take it with a grain
No,
of salt.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Two quick things the only thing I'll say about Fizdale tonight, I would have maybe played Baker a little bit earlier, where I think there was maybe in the second, third quarter where the energy just wasn't there. And earlier he said that, one of the luxuries that he had was like Ron Baker's energy. I think there's somewhere in the second quarter, third quarter, maybe for like 3-5 minutes, I would have exerted Baker just to get it going. I think this was Trier's best game. I know the Nets game was probably his big come-out party, but this tonight was his best all-around game. He showed that he could pass the ball. He showed there was at times he was running the team. And this is what I think I'm not, like, because this is like a lost season, I want him to play with the main squad, but I don't mind him going to the G League just to practice some fundamentals, right? Like how to run a team, how to turn it on, like those little things like he might not get working like 10, 15 minutes a night. But if he goes to the G League and like ball out for 30, 40 minutes, hey, you know what? Go for it. I agree. Frank actually played, his defense was pretty poor tonight, believe it or not. And part of it was, I think, what's his name from the Wizards? He came out, it was like, people probably heard people talking about, Ball, both of them. I mean, especially Ball. I think Ball heard probably the people saying, "Oh, Frank can guard him," and Ball is an all-star, man. He's not gonna respect that easy. And he came out after Frank pretty hard, and Frank got to come back at him and be like, "All right, well, I'm gonna shut you down."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's gonna be hard, but I think one of the things I want to see from Frank is fight. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, look, fight back. It's okay.
Yeah,
not
it's a good test.
Way, right?
It's a good test for him.
Show me that anger.
Yeah, it's a good test for him. John Wall was a dog.
Definitely coming at you.
Yeah, he was coming at him.
Yeah,
John Wall was a dog.
And he took it personally.
Yeah.
I think the verdict is out that Frank does not have a lot of confidence in his ball handling, because you saw every time Ball or Beal was on him, they were like, okay, go ahead, we dare you to dribble, and Frank was hesitant. So I'm hoping that I'm like, dude, believe in yourself. Just continue to believe in yourself. I think the last thing, the big thing about Frank is not going to be his ability to play basketball. We know that he can play basketball. I think what Fizdale's got to do is kind of build him up mentally, so to the point where hopefully, like you say, Ellis, by the end of the year, we see a different Frank, but it's going to be a process. All right, guys.
Indeed.
I'm the only member of the Hicks Club. Looking forward to having you guys join me. But it's cool.
The solo member of the Isaiah Hicks Club, Cody Emmanuel. Yo, shout out Cody, man. Salute.
Thank you.
Man. Salute, Cody.
No problem.
Yo, Cody's a funny dude, man. He's a funny dude, man. Cody's an OG, man. Shout out Cody. He's been rocking with us since the beginning, man. Since the beginning, Facebook and YouTube. So shout out to Cody, man.
Same here, man.
One question that I rolled past on your chat, Joseph Quinones said, who do you think's gonna lead the team in 3-point percentage this year? Who do you think's gonna lead the team, JLs?
3-point percentage?
Yeah.
Oh man. Shoot.
That's gonna be a good question. Maybe Noah Vonleh, depending on what the minimum shots are gonna be.
Yo, I don't know. I feel like Frank might be leading it right now.
Yeah, maybe Frank might. No, he's saying I think your season prediction, not right now. Not right now.
I know season predictions. I'm trying to think like right now if I can gauge from who's leading right now. Keep up throughout the whole year.
Ace Bezos thinks it's gonna be Lance.
Lance is actually a safe bet too because he hit 40% last year.
Yeah.
And consistently over his career, so Lance is actually pretty good.
Yeah, man. I see some people talking about the Yankee game, man. Listen, man. Between this Knicks game being over by the damn first quarter and the Yankee game being over by the damn third, it was a low night for me, JL. I came out hyped. By 7:30, I was hyped. By 8 o'clock, I was low.
Man, damn.
I said, oh, man, boy.
Just seen that text I got from CP.
It was over before it started, man. Then I had the Giants game last night. It's been a rough couple hours for New York sports, man. But what can you do, man? What can you do?
He was like, "We're gonna call about rumors today. We ain't gonna talk about that."
Yeah. I texted Jay Ellis. I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna touch on the news, man, because this game was not much to speak on, man." Area code 520. What's going on?
It was Jay from Tucson.
Jay from Tucson. What up, Jay?
Yeah, Trey look good again.
That's your boy, man. That's your boy. You sending positive vibes over here, man.
Yeah, I think we'll start Frank. You give 10, 15 pounds to Knox, he'll be fine.
You saying Knox need to get his weight
He's
up?
just a little bit light in the butt.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be
you
all
know,
right.
Knox is growing pains for Knox, man. He'll definitely be all right.
Hey, what's going on with Mitch? He ain't been in the last 2 games.
I think they just going slow with him with that ankle injury. He claimed he was gonna be back, but I knew he wasn't coming back. He definitely wasn't coming back.
I think he was kind of practicing a little bit this morning. I saw some footage of him practicing.
Yeah, they're gonna go slow with Mitch, man.
You guys think he's going to play the last preseason game?
Maybe, but if not, he'll be in the rotation. Mitch is locked in the rotation. They need him. You know, flaws and all, they need him. Yeah, so, you know.
Hey, Frank is going to keep games close. He's like second team all defense. He plays real good D.
I think so. Frank definitely plays good defense, man. I thought, you know, some people say he didn't play well tonight. I thought he was admirable tonight. I thought his defense was admirable tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I thought so too. I thought hit some tough shots. He got clobbered on that first pick, and that put him in foul problems for the rest of the night too.
Facts.
I mentioned it last call. When Kent is out, we get blown out.
Yep, that's it, man. You know, for the can of doubters out there, hey, listen, man. You see what it's like when we don't have them.
Yeah, when you don't have somebody just to throw the ball into and say, give me the bucket, or just clean up all those mistakes, all the bricks everybody else making, it looks a little rougher. It looks a little rougher than usual, man.
It looks a little rougher, man.
People underestimate Cantor's impact on this game sometimes because of the defensive end. I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if you watch what I'm watching, but I see him clear up a lot of mistakes we make.
Facts. All right, Jay, man.
Yeah.
Take it easy, man.
Yeah,
Definitely
appreciate
catch
that
up with you next time.
Take it easy.
All right, man. You too, man. Have a good one.
Peace.
All right, let's go to 484. 484, what's going on, bro?
Good, y'all.
Yo.
Ace, man.
Ace, what up, Ace?
Hello?
Yeah, we here.
What up?
Hey, man. Yo, man, before I get into my takeaways, man, Giants took a tough one, man.
Yo, Ace, man.
Tough one. We got you, man.
Ace, man, my son was asleep. I was ready to tear my house up like the Incredible Hulk, man. I was so tired about that game. I couldn't even max out in the house, man.
How do you spike the ball on 4th and 1? How do you spike the ball on 4th and 1?
And not to segue into a Giant talk, but that call, that it should have been reviewed first and foremost. They didn't get the first down. It should have been reviewed, and that game should have been over right there when they spiked it on 4th and 1.
Exactly, man, and I'm off the Odell bandwagon, man. I ain't fucking.
Odell killing us, man. He's killing us. He killing us right now, man. After he just got the bag to trash us like that, that wasn't cool, man. I wasn't with that. I wasn't with it, man.
But yeah, back to the Knicks, though.
Yeah.
I got 3 takeaways from this game.
Okay.
First takeaway is we definitely need Cantor. I'm sorry for all the mean things I said about him in the past.
You see, tonight without him, it's going to be a long year without him, man.
Yeah, man.
That point's in the paint.
His 20 and 15 is definitely needed without KP.
Definitely needed.
And my second takeaway is I see my man Hardaway improving. That's what I like to see. He's learning.
Yeah, man. Get that shot selection right.
Yeah, and my third takeaway, I'm going to catch a lot of heat for this, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't think Frank should be starting, man.
Oh, who's your guy?
And the reason why I don't think Frank should be starting, I don't think he should be starting because he don't have that fire. See, Trey Burke, he got that fire, man. When he come in the game, he's yelling at people. He's trying to win, man. Frank still don't look sure of himself. Like, he played good tonight, but he didn't look sure of himself on nothing he did. Even when he took his shots, he didn't look sure. And from my starting point guard, he got to be sure of himself at least, man.
But don't you think? I mean, I'm playing devil's advocate. Don't you think having more playing time is going to help with that, or at least give us a better idea if he can improve?
Yeah, but do you think he needs to start to get more playing time?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, JL's, what you think? I mean, some players can adjust, can roll off the bench and just do their thing, and other players, need to get started to get a groove. What you think?
Like I said before, that's kind of why I would still start Trey right now, even though he played well today. I still want to see more of what I've seen today and see if we can kind of replicate that. And somebody else pointed it out too. I think it was Cody. Like, there was times when John Wall was kind of challenging him, got deep into his defensive stands, and then Frank kind of moved the ball and got out the way. And I don't fault him for that. But sometimes I want to see if he can get in his bag a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Try some of those moves you tried in the off season with those workout videos he's posting and stuff like that. But I feel like he's gonna need more time to do that.
See, I actually thought.
Okay.
Go ahead, man. Let's go ahead, finish.
Oh no. So yeah. So I mean, I feel like I'm kind of with you on that. Like, he can still get his minutes off the bench and be a point guard, but I still want him to be a lead guard off the bench and getting those minutes and trying those things out though. But I still would consider Frank to start. Going down the road for sure.
I felt like he was trying to do the moves in the off season, but he was doing them at the wrong time.
He was getting blocked.
It's like, yo, bro.
I seen him trying that Berkeley stuff, and Yamahimi was throwing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, that's why I think he's not ready yet to start.
Yeah, but that's what the preseason is
Trey,
for, though.
Trey, believe it or not, I think Trey played pretty good today. Even though he's undersized, I felt like he caused a couple turnovers on defense. I know he's not going to lock nobody down, but I feel like his smart will get him by.
Yeah, man. I think Fitz is trying to. I agree with you. In the first half, especially, I feel like he took it upon himself to actually kind of play full court defense, which is if you're a smaller guy and you want to make some noise, I think that's the way you got to kind of do it. Is kind of put that full court pressure on people and kind of how it works. I liked what I've seen from Trey all preseason. I mean, even though Trey hasn't shot well, really, all preseason, but to me, he's still been the best point guard, even though he hasn't shot well, which is like. But I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
Factuals.
But I feel like also Trey may have not shot well because you got to kind of look at Trey's minutes through the thing. Trey is a rhythm player. He's a guy. That's another reason why I kind of want him to start. He's a guy that, he got to get into the flow of the game. And when Trey gets hot, nobody can stop him.
Yeah. Also, I feel like he's been really concentrating on being like a facilitator. Like the first few games, I've seen him deliberately try and get the ball to Enes a lot sooner and look for his offense later, which is admirable because that's why he went into the G League.
Trey's working, man. He's working.
Yeah. But yeah, he'll make that adjustment and get that nice little balance between feeding the ball down low and getting your own shots. It'll come.
Factuals.
Yeah, man. And to everybody in the chat, don't worry about Knox, man. He's just a rookie, man. He's going to have days like this. I got to expect that. Like, he's not going to come out and give us 20 every night. That's not going to happen. He'll be fine.
That's a fact, man.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Right coach.
I agree, man. It'll be all right. All right, Ace. Yo, I'm going to check you, bro. Appreciate the call, man.
All right, bro.
All right, salute, man. That's Ace Bez. Ace don't miss a show, man. Shout out to Ace, man.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
Faithful.
That's our guy, man. That's our guy, man. We got a lot of OGs, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yo, Alex Collins was asking how you call in. Alex, man, call us from Ireland, man. We'd love to hear from you, man. If you need a calling card number, I'll give you a calling card number. Call us up, Alex Collins, all the way from Ireland. I don't even know what time is it in Ireland right now. It got to be like 3 in the morning.
Oh, Alex is from Ireland? That's what's up.
Yeah.
He's mad active on my Twitter.
Yeah, Alex from Ireland, man. So
shout out to Alex.
Gotta be close to 3:30 in the morning. So salute to him watching this show as we talk about Knicks preseason. That's a diehard fan right there.
3:30 morning talking about
diehard, man, diehard. All right, Jay, let's I think we've exhausted this game enough. Let's run through some news real quick. The Ron Baker hate club is not gonna like these comments from Fizdale. Fizdale was he likes what he sees from Ron Baker. He says he's a tough SOB. He's a team guy. He's smart as heck. He's smart in chaos. A lot of guys can't hit, grab, scratch, claw, and halfway in a fight. and still be very clear in the mind, be able to execute. He's really doing a great job for us. I won't hesitate to throw him in a game to change up some things. The way he defends, the way he can take people out, I think he's a luxury to have. Jay Ellis, what do you think about that, man?
I think we all seen it this year that he's been playing pretty well in his little minutes that he's been getting. That's why even Cody said earlier that he felt like Ron should have been in a little bit early because he's been showing something. But we have so many guards, it's kind of hard to kind of monitor all these minutes.
Well, I think in a regular season game, I think that's what you'll see. I think he will bring in Baker to kind of be that, change of pace when dudes are kind of stuck in the mud like they were, how they came out in the third quarter. I think that's when you will see Baker out there, help, trying to pace his team up a little bit. So
situational basketball. You might need to stop.
Situational.
I mean, to stop, get all your defenders out there. Might get like a Ron with a Frank lineup or something like that. See what happens.
Facts. Lance Thomas named the starting point guard. I think we touched on that. Salute to Lance.
Power forward.
Power forward. Sorry, power forward, man. It's getting late. Power forward. Thanks for the correction, Lance, at the power forward. I mean, listen, that was obvious choice, right? I don't think he's ready to start. I don't think Vonleh's not a starter, and Hezonja needs to figure out who Hezonja is.
Yeah, he needs to figure out what's
Hezonja needs to find his way to put it.
He needs to find his mushroom.
He needs to find his mushroom, man. He needs to find his mushroom. What else? Yeah, okay. Let's get to it. In case y'all haven't been tired of the free agency rumors, first it was Jimmy Butler, then it was Kyrie, then it was Jimmy Butler and Kyrie. Now it's Kevin Durant as the hot name. And now if you even want to look even more into the future, as if trying to get through this tough season is not enough, we got the Anthony Davis rumors. Chris Sheridan is reporting that Anthony Davis is considering the Knicks as one of 5 teams in the near and distant future. Jay Ellis, what does that mean for you, bro?
Right now, it doesn't mean anything. It's just another rumor.
Just another rumor, man.
It's just another rumor. Like, I don't know how true or not true it is. I feel like New York gets a rumor every week. I'm not real high or low on it's gonna happen. I'm just like, okay, we'll see what happens. I've lived through the LeBron rumors. I lived through all the Kyrie, the Jimmy, but like, we'll see.
And when does it end, Jay Ellis? When does it end?
Never. It's never ending.
I mean, listen, man. I'm just let me get through this tough, long season that is gonna be. I don't want to hear about Jimmy Butler. I don't want to hear no more about Kyrie. I don't want to hear about Katie, and I definitely don't want to hear about no damn Anthony Davis, who's not a free agent until 2019. After he's got 2 more seasons on his contract. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like when these rumors come out, it almost, to me, whether you want to believe Kyrie Irving or not, it almost, to me, makes sense for him to come out forcefully and do what he did. And, several occasions be like, I'm committing to Boston. I'm staying with Boston. Just to clear all the rumors and all of that away from his team, all the distractions. Because you don't want to hear that for the 82 games.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And
everywhere
you go. And you're going to be hearing it in the 4, 5, 6 times that they play the Knicks. You're going to hear it every game. So I think whether you want to believe Kyrie Irving or not, it almost makes sense for him to come out forcefully and be like, I'm sticking with Boston.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. It's a lot. I mean, we'll see what happens.
We'll see, man. That's just where I'm at, man. We'll see.
If it did hypothetically happen, him and Kipchoge together would be interesting to see if it can work out chemistry-wise on the offensive end.
Yeah.
Defensive end, we would be the best shot blocking team in the entire league.
That would be nasty. But
with Mitch, KP, and AD.
We're gonna have KD. We're gonna have KP. We're gonna have AD and Mitch.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We're gonna have Porzingis at the 2. With Knox at the 2.
Knox at the 2. I
don't even know, man. It's crazy.
No layups at all.
No layups, man. Well, I tell you one thing. You know where I do think he's going?
Where?
Boston.
Shut up.
I think he's gonna end up in Boston, bro.
I'm turning the computer off right now.
I think he's gonna end up in Boston. That's it, man. He's gonna end up. Listen, man. Danny Ainge is no secret. Danny Ainge has been coveting this dude for so long.
Yeah.
He's going to end up in Boston, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. He's going to pull the trigger.
They do have all the pieces.
They got the pieces.
Yeah,
and I keep telling you, they didn't give up Jaylen Brown in this Kawhi Leonard sweepstakes. Jaylen Brown is on the hook. Yo, Danny Ainge could easily put a package together and not even sweat it and still have a monster team to put out there to win the East. Easily.
Yeah, you're right about that. Definitely right about that.
You know what I mean? What do you guys think about that in the chat, man? What do you guys think about these AD rumors? Are you tired like us of these free agency rumors? Do you think there's any sort of legitimacy to it? Where do you think he's going to end up? Where do you guys think he's going to end up? Because he has to get out of there, JLs. The best thing he could do for himself is to flee immediately. The earliest possible.
The earlier the better. No one's going to.
Nobody is coming to the Pelicans to play with Anthony Davis, bro. No. They traded for his Kentucky teammate in Boogie. And what Boogie do? He dipped. Boogie dipped for a quarter of a salary just to go get a ring.
Boogied, man.
And boogied on him.
I think he was trying to get more money with the Pelicans, and it was like, nah, you just had an ACL surgery, bro. I ain't doing it. But
Boogie took off on him, man.
Yeah, that was the only. And then Rondo left, and then I was like, I don't know. We'll see what happens with him though.
He has to flee, man. Save yourself, Anthony Davis. Get out of there, bro. Get out of there, man. Save yourself, man.
Yo, Joseph said Lakers.
Whoa, Lakers. Well, see, the thing is, what my opinion is that the Pelicans are gonna want to force to get something back for him. And that's why I think he's not going to make free agency. I think he's going to be acquired via trade. And when it comes down to that, I think Boston is the likely scenario because they have the most chips to play with and the most chips to get rid of. I don't know other team. The Lakers cupboard is going to be bare. Other teams, we don't have nothing to give them, and we shouldn't. And so I think that's why Boston ends up with them. But time will tell, man.
Yeah.
Time will tell. What else? What else we got in the news? I think that might have been it, man. I think that might have been it. Spike says he don't care about Kyrie. Okay, I'm with it, Spike. Spike was at the Boston game, said, we want players that want to play here, basically, is what he said. Listen, you can't fault him for saying it, because I agree with him. You want players that want to be here, man. That's just facts. That's just the facts that matter. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Spike. He's always about the love. He always starts out everything with "I love my brother" right before he says something that's real.
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to Spike, man. We gotta get Spike on the show, man.
Yeah. I actually interviewed Spike on my show.
I know, man. I know, man. We gotta get Spike on the show. I got a chance to meet Spike on the Jimmy Fallon show too, man. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that's
a couple of years ago. Yeah, that was a couple of years ago, man.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I almost pissed him off when I interviewed him too.
Oh yeah, what happened? You ruffled his feathers, man. What happened?
A little bit. I mean, I asked him some podcast mates like what questions to ask him, and I ended up asking him about like the Reggie Miller thing, and he didn't like that. He didn't like it that much.
Because you know what? He was probably tired of talking about that.
Yeah,
shit,
he was tired of it.
Yeah, you got to think with these guys, man. People probably ask Spike about that shit once a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially Knicks fans. Like, they probably getting geeked, like,
Yeah, he wasn't feeling it, but I wanted to know. I wanted to hear from him.
I mean, hey, listen, man.
He was like, "Did you see the special?" I was like,
What? Oh, the Triangle? The Triangle documentary?
30 for 30. I was like, oh, no.
I didn't watch that shit.
My bad.
Hell no. I didn't watch that at all. Sorry, Spike.
No, I am not buddies with Spike. I do not have Spike's number. I can't text him.
We got to get Spike on the show, man. We got to get Spike on the show, man. But, yeah, man, I think tonight was a good show, man. Definitely shout out to everybody in the chat. Cashmere, Rich, Jim, Ace, thanks for calling Above the Rim. Che Garcia, salute to everybody, man. Spencer Epstein, what's going on? Anthony Parker was in here, holding it down, trolling everybody. Mike Fadzier was in here. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Couple announcements. Let me make a couple announcements before we roll up out of here. We got 3 announcements, so just bear with us real quick. First announcement is, for those of you once again in the tri-state area, we're going to be having a Knicks versus Mavs viewing party on November 2nd. It's going to be hosted by Posted and Toastin'. It's going to be hosted by the Knicks Film School, co-hosted by myself, Knicksfantv, my man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show, as well as the boys from the Hard Knicks Life. So if you're in the NYC area, come through. That's a Friday night, November 2nd. Drinks, food, everything is no cover charge, but all the drink and food sales is going to go to the Garden of Dreams Foundation. So we're going to be doing it for charity. It's going to be a real good time, man.
Yeah, man.
Second announcement, Statement Games. This Thursday, I'm going to be hosting a live stream about Statement Games. If you don't know what Statement Games are, Statement Games is a daily fantasy basketball game that we're going to be playing this year with our audience to give you guys an opportunity to win Knicks gear, Knicks tickets, hats, jerseys, posters. We're going to be giving away a lot, but we want to do it in a fun and interactive way, and that way it's going to be Statement Games. So Thursday night's live stream, and I'll send out the notification early. I still got to create the graphic and everything. Thursday night's live stream is going to be all about how to play the game. It's real easy how to play the game. Like I said, real easy how to play the game. You basically picking 10 prop bets, 10 statements for each Knick game that you think is going to happen. The winner with the highest score is going to enter into the drawing. If you get into the drawing, you could potentially win the prize. It's free to play. It's real simple, real easy. Jay Ellis has experience playing, so we're just gonna run y'all through how to play the game.
Facts. That's it.
That's it, man. And then Friday night we got Knicks Nets wrap up the preseason, man. So we'll hope to have y'all there. Jay Ellis, give me a second. Let me
get to the.
Let me get my theme music ready.
Okay.
Let's get to Jay Ellis here, man.
Music going lyrical, miracle, spiritual.
4-1. 4-1. Oh yeah, we 3-1. 3-1 on the preseason, man.
We 3-1.
Can't win them all. Can't win them
record.
all. But
that's a playoff spot right there.
That's what we do, man. So good show. Appreciate everybody for calling in tonight. Everybody was great. The calls were great. Jay Ellis, I'm gonna throw it over to you. Go ahead and plug your channels, plug the merch. It's on you, man.
Yo, first and foremost, podcast dropping tomorrow. Head to my SoundCloud and my iTunes tomorrow. We're dropping like 3:30. Want to catch that second episode? Me and my friends talking mad smack. It's hilarious. I think I had mad fun. Just taped it yesterday. But yeah, it's funny. So check that. SoundCloud.com/NickTimeShow. The links are in my bio. Also, check out my merch. Oh, shoot. I left my merch on the chair. It's not behind me like it usually is.
Check out the merch. Check out the merch,
Hold on.
Yeah, go get it, man. Go get it, man. Hurry up, man. Never before seen behind the scenes. Jay Ellis going to get his merchandise. It's dope, man. Shirts, hats, backpacks. Show them the merch, man. Show them the merch. Fizdale backpack. Knox, there we go, the Kevin Knox T.
The Knox, we got Frank, we got Ron Baker.
Show him the back.
Yeah, Frank Ntilikina, Ron Baker, Tim Hardaway Jr., KP, Fizz, Super Mario, bunch of merch, phone cases, bags, and shirts.
In the building, man. And yo, man, thanks for everybody for watching. CP, Knicksfantv. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, always there, always talking Knicks. Shout out to everybody that called in tonight. Cody Emmanuel, Ace Bezel, JJ from Brooklyn, Jay from Tucson, Arizona, Zane from the ATL, man. Salute everybody for coming through. Let's shout out some people in the chat real quick. Shout out Alex Collins, Young Simba. Go ahead, Jay Ellis.
Yeah, Young Simba. Joseph Quinones.
Yep, Joseph, salute Joseph for coming through. Salute Joseph for coming through.
Thanks for bearing with me when I mess up your name every night.
Rich Jim. Appreciate you, man. Above the Rim BK, appreciate you. We will see you on Thursday night. I'll send out the notification. It'll probably be 10 o'clock. Statement Games, Thursday at 10 o'clock, man. Thanks for your support. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like that video. Please hit that thumbs up. And you guys have a good evening, man. Peace.
Later.